トレビアン。
Greetings and salutations, dear viewers, and welcome to Fragment Friday. Fragment Friday, for those of you who are new, is where I play games for all of you, and the game that I play is chosen by all of you. Over the course of the stream, we'll be accepting tips and bits, and every single tip or bit that comes in gets to suggest a game for me to play. I will add that game to our Fragment Friday roulette wheel, which at the end of the stream I will spin, and that decides what we're going to be playing the following week. So if you want to, you can add a new game to the wheel, or if there's a game on the wheel you already want to see, you can expand its slice, making it more likely to be chosen. And the game that we spun for last week and landed on this week was Final Fantasy XIV. Which, of course, I play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV on my own time, but this was the condition that I play as Tofu. So we're going back in as Tofu. Not much in the way of news this week. Things are going as they go. I can't think of a lot of in the way of Let's Play news. Everything's just kind of burning its way through. So I think when I streamed last week, like last week's Fragment Friday, the 4-hour randomizer seed, I think I kind of hurt my voice a little bit by the end of that. And like it got a little better over the weekend, but then after recording on Monday, I could feel it kind of going again. And then it kind of got a little bit better, but then after recording again on Wednesday, I could feel it kind of going again. So I did not stream yesterday, because I wanted to make sure my voice could actually hold up for today. Also, I hurt my back like a week ago, and I'm not entirely sure when that happened or why it happened. I feel like I slept on it wrong or something. But yeah, my back's been giving me a rough time. It's doing a lot better today though, but I feel like between my back and my voice, I'm probably not going to be streaming super long right now. But hey, that's fine. Yeah, back pain is rough, because you know what you use your back for? Everything. It's like, oh yeah, stay off it. Impossible. Again though, like my back's feeling a lot better today than even than it was yesterday. So like I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm gonna try to take it easy. So what else we got? That's about it. Somebody in the chat mentioned the big, friggin' heebity-jeebity. What's it called? Kappa. C-O-P-P-A. Kappa. So somebody in the chat mentioned Kappa. So the idea is, and to put this in, for people who don't know, I'll give you a quick summary of what kind of happened and is happening and what's going on. And the idea is making advertisements specifically targeted to children, like young children, targeted at them, and collecting information about them and their watching habits and their spending habits and that kind of thing is actually illegal. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, is like collecting information that can be then collecting information about children and then gearing that towards them in terms of maybe advertisements or whatever is illegal. That's what it comes down to. So YouTube, of course, collects a lot of information. So does Google, because YouTube is part of Google. They collect a lot of information. What websites you go to, where you're browsing, what kind of computer you have, how fast websites load. Like, they collect information that that's a little, not especially happy that they collect. Like, they can figure crap out that I didn't even tell them or anything, but they figured it out. And that's creepy. But technically, everything they've done is completely legal. But the problem is all this information they collect about everybody that uses their services, everybody that watches YouTube, everybody that's bumming around on YouTube, with no discerning if you're an adult or a child. And as it turns out, that's illegal to do to children. So how do you tell if someone is an adult or a child? Well, you can't, really. But because it's impossible to tell if someone is actually a child or not, There have now been laws passed because COPPA is typically renewed every however many years, but just with how fast like YouTube and the internet is evolving, they said, dude, we need new laws like now. So they're upending, or kind of overhauling COPPA to update it for the times. And so what's going on then is they had to make sure, because YouTube was doing this, YouTube got fined because it's technically illegal. So YouTube has put systems in place to make sure that they've got their butts covered, which effectively means putting like the systems in place for the whole for children thing, so you can mark a video as for children. So users are now supposed to mark a video as for children if it's for children, and if you mark it as for children, they don't collect any information, amongst other things. And what that means then is that it falls on our hands. If we don't use their system correctly, it's our fault. So, everybody with us so far. What this means now is COPPA is overhauling their whole "you're not allowed to gather information or target children with anything" deal. And now the responsibility for that falls on the channel owners. Now, there was a huge scare about this that's mostly blown over, but there's still some inconsistencies. But there was a huge scare about this because the writing in the actual law for COPPA was pretty vague. And it sounded a lot like literally anything could technically be found by children, and it sounded like they could punish you if a child even kind of finds your video. Like, if a child sees your thumbnail and goes, that could be something I'm interested in, then you're liable. And as it turns out, that's not the case. Yeah, as it turns out, that's not the case. They did actually, because of like a massive amount of blowback, the FTC, who's kind of running the whole COPPA thing, they came back and did clarify that they understand, because the idea was the wording sounded like anything that wasn't explicitly for adults could be found as being for kids, which cut out this huge section in the middle of family-friendly content. Not necessarily targeted at children, but could potentially be seen by children, or be experienced and enjoyed by the family. And they did come back and clarify that we understand that family-friendly content is a thing, and that they're not actually worried about content that could potentially be found by children. They're concerned with content explicitly aimed at children. And for this, they look for a lot of things, like, not just vague things, like, is it animated? Is it kind of cartoony? Like, they'll look for what's your intended audience. Not even your, like, what are you trying to make your intended audience? And they cited there are YouTube channels that say right there in the description, this is a channel for children to watch. So mostly what it came down to is they said, like, everybody was freaking out about, but what about this middle ground? What about this family-friendly content? And the FTC came back and said, don't worry, we're not after that. So, for the most part, everything's cool. And the FTC, they are still kind of reviewing it, so I feel like they're still going to kind of refine some wording around there. But it's good to know that they understand what the issue is, and they're not worried about that. Because what they're concerned about is because it's the FTC that's making the law, the FTC isn't concerned about the letter of the law. The people who have to abide by the law, like YouTube, are concerned with the letter of the law. They have to follow the intent, or they have to follow exactly the word of the law. FTC makes rules. Okay. I mean, you get the idea, though. So the FTC, though, they're, of course, making these rules, but they're more concerned with the intent of them. So, yeah, maybe it's a little bit vague, but they're concerned with what it means. And at the end of the day, what it means is they're just trying to protect a lot of this big kind of illegal crap from happening. Yeah, Shade, I doubt that. That's also kind of illegal. And despite what many people think about large companies, they're not actually evil incarnate, with the intention of laying waste to the land. That's not how any of this works. But yeah, for the most part, we're fine. You don't have to worry about it too much. Because you do get stuff like somebody making videos that are explicitly designed towards children and marketing things towards children and handling all of that crap directly for children, and that can cause problems. And there has already been a number of pretty illegal things happening concerning children and all of this. You even see it and you go, no, yeah, that's pretty illegal. And a lot of these revised measures are to make sure that kind of crap doesn't keep happening. And again, Mark, it's not, don't worry about it. There was a lot of kind of scare tactics, not intentional, but a lot of people overreacting and freaking out to what's going on. So when you hear people saying that but it could be video games. The only alternative is to lose everything. You could lose your channel, lose all kind of, it's don't. That's the part that everybody was freaking out about, and we've learned since then that's not what's going on. So don't worry about it. I would still keep an eye on the situation and see how it develops, but don't expect the worst case scenario anymore. That's... Yeah. Anyway, let's go play some Tofu. Because again, you shouldn't... Don't worry too much about that. Mark, please stop. You're still going on the same... You're still going on that same topic. When I've already, said a thing. Are you even listening to me, actually? Because you've been going on despite what I've been saying. Anyway, let's go. I haven't played this Tofu in forever, so we'll see how this goes. So to clarify, though, keep an eye on it. Because we don't know, because, like, this isn't set in stone yet. We don't know how things are going to turn out. But it has been made clear that they are aware of this situation, and they're not trying... They're not trying to heck everybody over. Wow, holy crap, man, look at all of this stuff. No. 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 Wow, what is this UI? I have green dots, fellowships, sure. Fellowship finder, sure. Okay, that's the green dots. Move you down a little. Move you out a little. Let's lock that. They, like, got rid of all my hotbars. Like, they completely messed up everything that I had here. Where's my HUD layout? Let's fix this crap right off. Let's move you over, move you up. And the experience bar can go down here. Parameter bar can go down here. Hotbars can go down here. Okay, that's a little better already. Everything's just like spaced out just enough to be a little awkward. I have mail. Yeah, mail. A Moogle with mail. Man, I got stuff. I got a wind-up red mage and Alamegan earrings. I got Squall's outfit. Man, it's been a while. I got a falcon? Airship. Okay, what do I got? Baby gremlin. Wind up red mage. What are these? Demi materia. A thing. Can I even use a mount yet? Man, look at all these mounts I got. Okay, that's the new one. Can I mount? I can! I got a mount! Heck yeah. How do I unmount? Okay, there. We did it. We unmounted. Have I ever experienced Joy-Con drift on my Nintendo Switch? Yes, actually. Somebody mentioned it in a video. Yeah. What do I feel like I'm doubting you? Drop it. I can't. Mark one more word on it and you're getting kicked from the chat. You drop it or you leave. Oh no, I've got like the friggin... No, we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. Where's my camera controls? Control settings. Movement legacy. Oh, give me that, please. No, do not give me standard, ever. Oh, much better, okay. But yeah, Joy-Con drift. I think I remember mentioning something in one of my builders videos where like I had pressed direction up or whatever and said like, oh no, it's like I swear I didn't press that or whatever and ran up anyway. And somebody in the comments just said like Joy-Con drift strikes again. But it didn't really bother me, and it didn't really keep bothering me. So I just kind of kept playing around. But it was last weekend, actually. It was last weekend that while I was playing ahead and doing preparation for this week's recording session, in both Builders 2 and Mystery Dungeon, that it got bad. It got real bad. In Builders 2, sometimes the camera would just shove itself into the floor. Like, just running around going right up my butt. Couldn't... And it got often enough that I was like, oof, like, this is gonna make recording a little awkward. But I was still like, maybe I could tough it out. But when I got to Chocobo's dungeon, it would very periodically hold up. And I would start running up. And I couldn't really fight it. But like in a game where your movement is based so strictly around movement, like you move up one space and that's your turn. They just very suddenly go, no, I'm just gonna waste like 10 turns running straight up into a wall. Like, it made it unplayable. Especially as often as it happening. So, it was, I think Monday, that I just bought new Joy-Cons on the way home. Like, I knew I wouldn't have been able to get through those recording sessions. Like, it was just too bad. It had just gotten too bad. So I got new Joy-Cons now, so we're going with that. Anyway, what are we doing here? I'm gonna move you up a little bit. I'm gonna move you up in here a little bit. Just kind of cram everything up there a little bit, leave my middle relatively... Okay, when I target you, you go up there. Let's grab you and go up. Yeah. What if I focus target? Oh, wow, focus target's way the crap up there. Let's not. Status effects. What status effects I have on me can go right here. Focus target can go just above them. Why are these way over here? Element size, display in a single group. Whatever, we'll get some status effects on us and go from there. Okay, I think we're looking okay. So I am a very tiny muffin. So what do I have equipped? Really? Oh, because I was going into friggin' Friggin', whatever this place is called. So I just put on a maid outfit for it. Okay, hold up. Party finder. No. What is all this crap that I have on me? A lot of weird gear, mostly. Okay, so let's put on some actual gear and go do some actual adventuring. Okay, so what do we got? So I can't equip that. So 28, 1, 28, 28, 25, 1, 1. 25, 28, 28. So these are all something. Is it just me, or is the HUD, like, really small? Or is really big? There's a way to change how big it is. You'd think it would be under UI settings. It's probably set at 100%, but I think I like it at like 90% or something. I'm not seeing it. Oh, it's in system save. It is in system save. I looked in there. I didn't see anything that jumped out. Oh, it's right here in front of me. 90%. Okay, that feels a little better. It feels a little better. I can actually fit crap on my screen. Okay, so what do we got here? 28, 28, 25, 28. So what are these? Int, mind, vitality, direct hit. Vitality, int, mind, crit. Int, mind, int, mind. These are like the same thing. Oh, this one's got determination, this one's got direct hit. And even these are the same. This one has one more vitality. And crit. And spell speed. Give me that. $10 in from Spectre, who says, Shallow Naka, put this towards Brave Fencer Musashi. Have you thought about making Thursday nights just a fun, relaxing night to play with the stream over a nice cup of 100% orange juice? Happy tofuing. Thank you, Spectre. It's something to keep in mind. I'm feeling... I've felt a little, I guess, burnt out lately. So I've honest to goodness been feeling about just not streaming on Thursdays for a little while. Like, I want Thursday to be the night of something that I do what I want to do. And I feel like if that means I don't want to stream, then I'm not going to stream. But I also want to jump in and, like, if there is a game that I'm playing a lot of, that I'm having a lot of fun with, then I will want to stream it. So I think I'm just kind of in a slump right now where I just need to take a little bit of time off. Okay, outfits. Well, we have this and a lot of crap that I can't do anything with. And what do we have? Level 1, 1, 6, 27, 1, 24. 27, 24, and let's grab that 6. Why not? Everything else is 1. So, int 1, int 4. Okay, so that's already worse. So you have 24, 27. Cannot equip geared ahead. Is it better, though? Int 4, int 8. Mind 4, mind 8. Spell speed 4, spell speed 8. So does my head have at least 4 in everything? It does not. Three vitality? 3 vitality. So what is that? Vitality, int, mind, spell speed. Vitality, int, mind, spell speed. So I lose the crit outright? But otherwise I think I'm better off with this. How do you take down the hood? Get rid of that crap. I'm a tofu. I can't be wearing a hood. Look, I'm not concerned about like 1 point of something or other. I'm a tofu. Let's see here. So it's not that, not that, not that. What do we got? 36, 1. 26, so 36. 1. 26. 17. 1, 1. 111, and ooh, 31. And an 11. Okay, so these are all something. Int 1, mind 1. Int 3, mind 2. Well, those are already useless. Int 3, mind 3. Int 2, mind 2. No, thank you. Int 3, mind 3. Int 5, mind 5. Yeah, give me some of that. Waist. That's all I have. Legs. Okay, I got legs. So can't equip any of those. 1, 1, 26. 1, 1, 22. 22. Okay, so int 4, mind 4, int 4, mind 4, int 5, mind 5. What level am I? I'm like 46. No, I'm 42. I was trying to blitz to 50. Return of the Obra Dinn. I do not know what that game is, so I cannot comment. Well, I only have one pair that's worth a crap, so I guess we're wearing that. Ears. What do I have ears? Oh, give me that. Give me that experience. That's 30%. This one's also 30%, but it's only 50. But it also has int 5, mind 5. And that one just says main attribute, secondary attribute. Hold up. What is it? What is it? I mean, it's synced, but what is it synced to? Because my int and mind are not friggin' plus 95. Where is my mind? 236. Okay, so it's like +4. So let's just go with this. Necklace. 2717. We're good. Wrist. Only have 1. Rings. 11, 19, 19. Int 1, mind 1, int 1, mind 1. Determination. Okay, we did it. We are a geared tofu. I do not look nearly as cute. So we're gonna have to go get like level 50 or whatever. We're gonna have to hurry up and go get level 50 so I can put on the maid outfit again. Okay, so while I'm here, I think we've set most things up. I mean, we'll see once I click on something and something happens and I go, oh, this is bad. But let's take a real quick look at what do I have with my hotbars. Let's, nope, not that. Character... Hotbars... 3. Where is 3? 3 is way up there. I want to bring hotbar 3 down. Why did hotbar 2 get janked up? Okay, give me 3 hotbars. It's way easier for me to figure out my crap. Play guide, do not care. Teleport, do not need a button for that. Return, do not need a button for that. Sprint, always good to have. Everything else here looks like it's at least important to my job. I also need... What kind of minions do I have? I mean, I got a wind-up Nanamo, but I don't have a lot of good minions, so I'm not going to worry about a minion. What a mount. What a mount. What kind of mounts do I have? I got Sleipnir. Somebody gave me Sleipnir. Oh, you can unlock glamours at 15? Well, crap, where do I go for that? Because I'm going to go do it. Okay, let's look at what we got. So, stone, that's offensive. Let's put it up there. Regen, cure, arrow, that's offensive. Put it up there. Repose, kind of offensive. Medica, Asuna, raise, fluid aura, kind of offensive. Swift cast, lucid dreaming, cure 3, presence of mind. So we have regen and cure, Medica. Asuna and raise are kind of a weird in between. Swift cast, lucid dreaming, cure 2. Okay, so we have cure 2, regen, Medica. Asuna is important. Raise is not important to be, like, right friggin' there, but it's cool to have, I guess. Let's go ahead and move you up there. Let's go ahead and move you guys. I will use lucid dreaming a lot. $30 in from Drazvin, who says, hello, Naka, hope life is treating you well. I would like to put this towards Return of the Obra Dinn, a retro-styled mystery puzzle game about sorting out what happened on the Obra Dinn, a sailing ship in the 1800s. Thank you, Drazvin. You know what? I'll just take 2 seconds. I'll take 2 seconds out of my time, and I'll Google Obra Dinn. and see what's going... Oh, it's that game! Kind of remember that game. Yeah, I feel like as long as it's not, like, gruesome or anything, then, like, sure. I'll play that game. Okay, so raise is important. Presence of mind, just go fast. So swift cast is... I'm gonna put swift cast over here because I feel like I'm gonna want to hit like friggin' swift cast raise pretty often. Let's see here, swap these, we want to arrow, we want to do that, repose, fluid aura. Let's repose and fluid aura up here. Let's move you down. And that should do us for now. Okay, there's one more thing I gotta do. Character... Hotbar... Hide unassigned slots. Alright, I think we have something. I can't target myself. I can't target myself. Normally I don't like being able to target myself, but as a healer, I want to be able to target myself. Thank you for the resub, Losky. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Like, if I have an enemy targeted, it does cure yourself. Or if I have nothing targeted, it does cure yourself. So I guess it's not that important, really. Anyway. Okay, so what was it? Vesper Bay? Y'all said Vesper Bay? Oh, geez, look at that map. Get that map big enough so I can see what's going on. Vesper Bay, Vesper Bay. Isn't that in Lanoshka? Is that down here? Nope, that's Morby Drydox. Where's Vesper Bay? Or is that in... No, that's Horizon. Crap is Vesper Bay! Is it in Black Shroud? Is it over here? Is there a friggin' bay in Gridania I don't know about? Port Town, the Waking Sands. That was Horizon. Yeah, that's like... No, it's not Horizon. Where is it? It's, No, it is. This is Vesper Bay. Horizon's just the closest to it. Sure. I remember now. Thank you for the bits, Ace. I will certainly put them towards a chocobo game. We are a tiny muffin on a horse. Oh, I want to wind up Tonberry. Look at that little guy. You know, I don't think I've ever actually used a boat in this game, or just teleported everywhere. Hey, AFK, that's one of my friends. How do I get off this horse? That's how I get off this horse. Is it you, or do you teach about dying? Nope, you are the glamour. I like how this fashion disaster is the one teaching me about fashion disasters. Gotta go somewhere. Here, right there in front of me. Hello, I'm short. I'm so short. You know, it's funny because talking to this lady, I remember the quest being here, but I could also swear that the quest was in Mordona. Yay! Yep, how about them? Well, more of them. Learn how to do things. Okay, so now we're going to Hula. Or wherever, I guess. Where's my home point? Gridania? Where's my next quest? Gridania. Gridania it is! Gotta remember where the heck you... Haven't been in Gridania in so long. Alright, let's see here. I also need a pair of bunny ears, which means spending a lot of time in Gold Saucer. And what are all these quests that unlock crap? What do you unlock? Like, that's not just a regular quest, it's got the little plus thing. Innkeep. We've seen a ton of them around. Glamour dresser! Yes, yes, glamour and gear. I understand. Okay, so what do we got? Ooh, got plenty of them in here. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, claimer plates. Yes. I'm glad she gave me like 15 of these. Yes. Yes. Okay, give me a glamour plate. Bam. Yes, yes, using glamour plates. I gotta fix my gear. Do I have a person? I do have a person. Let's start with you. A lot of seasonal stuff. I'm gonna see if I can deposit a lot of the seasonal stuff. Okay, so that's just kind of random junk. Why do I even have those? Materia goes on panel number 2. You know, eventually we'll be ready to actually play as Tofu. But like, hoo boy, is there a lot of... You gotta play the game right if you're gonna play the game. I left my inventory where it was, so I guess this is just personal thing. But that goes over to 3. Phoenix down. Everything else here looks reasonable. A lot of crap I need to just get rid of. Glamour Prism, let's go ahead and put you over there too. Where are you? Oh, I use these in, like, quests or something. I'm gonna get rid of that. These are part of a quest, too, aren't they? Oh, thanks for the resub. Okay, so I don't know what these two are. I'm just gonna have to remember what those two are. Those I'm gonna mess with. Open armory chest. What do I have in armory that I can put away because I don't need it out? Butler, because I can't equip it, because it's male only. Put that down there. Yo, here's a thought. Can we... UI... Help, display, item help. I wonder if that's in UI settings? Maybe it's in UI settings. Or in HUD layout. I don't see it anywhere. I don't see it anywhere. So I know on my main character I have item help shows up in a specific location, and I can't figure out how to, like, move it to that location. What even are you? Oh, that's the guy. I can store that. I'll put you over here. Okay, bodies. Lionheart, Butler. All of these I can get rid of. What even are you? Well, I can get rid of it because I can't wear it. Expeditioner's coat. That's male only, so I can't wear it either. Tantalus. Oh, that's friggin' Zydan. Wild Rose. Expeditioners. I don't recognize this. What are you from? Wild Rose. Tantalus. Lionheart. Butlers. Everything else here looks like things that are kind of mine. No belts, legs. Butler. Moonfire. Moonfire. Lionheart. Nope. Lionheart goes there. Tantalus. Wild Rose. Wallafell Bloomers. I think that's, yeah, that's you. Lionheart. Butlers. Wild Rose. Tantalus. Wallafell. Man, I got so much crap. Okay, Expeditioner's gear just drops from places in Palace of the Dead, so we don't need that. I think I don't need any of this. I think I can just get rid of all of this. Goat skin, acolyte, hempen, velveteen. Yeah, I think we can just get rid of all of that. Get rid of all of that. Pretty sure we can just get rid of all of that. All these weapons. I don't need any of these weapons. They're all worse than my current weapon. So that's all crap we can just get rid of. We can get rid of that. This is worse, pretty sure, than what I have. Earrings. Cactar earring. Gotta do something with that. Malachite. Aetheryte. Let's keep that one around. That one's kind of important. And I can sell that. Okay, I think we're actually kind of cleared up on stuff. Okay, so, next, Armoire. Shut up. Store an item. Inventory? Yes, you. Glamour dresser. Witch's hat. Dang it! Oh, right there. Hi, how you doing? Let me back in. Wait. That's bad news. Hold up. Let me tell you all the crap we gotta fix. Is it maintain camera distance? Is that part of it? No. Thank you for the bits, Mayuri. Oh, wow, that's a lot of bits. Thank you. I had in time. All right. We can do that. Yo! How do I don't want it to. How do I turn this off? What setting do I have to turn on to fix this? Oh, it says standard type, so it has to be under standard. Dang it. I guess I just hold right. Or I hold right mouse, so that doesn't happen. Maybe that's just me thinking that something should be happening that doesn't. Okay, glamour dresser. We're glamoring some things. I have Moonfire trunks on me. Where are the Moonfire trunks? Oh, there. Oh, because these are male only. Okay. So this is pretty much all junk that I can sell. What even are you? See, I've heard that the... Yeah, I guess that's right. I've heard that the controls are actually really good, and more power to you if you like that. I could not play this game with a controller. Like, I don't care how good the controls are, I could not play this game with a controller. Okay, so I don't need, like, any of this stuff. Really, when am I ever going to use potions? Demi-materia? I don't need these anymore. Why can't I sell these? I don't want them anymore. Okay, armory chest. What can I get rid of? I have better stuff. I'm just gonna sell all my junk. Like, what else am I gonna do? What else am I gonna do? Put these up on the friggin' auction house? Convert them into materia? Oh, clear demi-materia just for selling? You got it. Like, convert them into materia that I will also never use? Like, I'll just get rid of them. Oh, I don't have a shield equipped. Let's equip a shield. How is this main hand? Oh, it's a grimoire. Why do I have that? Oh no, I'm using a staff. So that's two-handed. Okay, well, I have a wand. I'll go ahead and keep a wand around, but I have better staves, so I'm just going to get rid of these. Heads. These are actively all worse than what I have, for the most part. Expeditioners we get rid of. I don't know, I may keep this one around because it's technically better than what I have. I can't get rid of this custom-made robe of casting. Like, I don't need any of this crap. I need all this replica stuff. Get rid of all of this. All this replica stuff. These are worse than what I got. All worse than what I got. Get rid of all of it. Legs, cotton, ethereal, survival, get rid of all of it. Earrings, malachite, yeah, that's pretty standard crap, get rid of it. Fang necklace, get rid of it. Ring of freedom, whoa, ring of freedom, is that like kind of important? No, it just says binding, it doesn't look like it. It's not binding, I guess I could buy it again. This is nothing special, right? Yeah, material would sell better, but like at this level, it's the difference between, oh, what am I gonna get? 140? 1400? Like, I don't care. At this level, the difference is going to be negligible. Ring of Freedom. Where do you get a Ring of Freedom? Can you just go buy a Ring of Freedom? Now I'm worried. I'm going to put it in 4. Because 4 is generally my sell crap slot. Offhand, we're keeping that for reasons. Custom-made robe of casting I can't get rid of. We'll keep that one for just in case. Hat, we're cool. We're cool, we're cool, we're cool. Okay, clear inventory. We got all our crap. Yeah, we're just about ready to go. Finally. Almost. Like, a Ring of Freedom is given after the introductory sequence. Sounds kind of important. This lady is so enamored by what this guy is talking about. Hey, Behorn, materia is super easy. It's super easy to wrap your head around in 14. So what happens is you wear a piece of gear. You equip it, you wear it for a long time. You see, somewhere on the piece of gear, some of these can do it, some can't. Oh, you see a number that says Spirit Bond. Once Spirit Bond hits 100%, which it has on these, you can right-click on them and convert, which turns it into a piece of materia. What piece of materia it turns into is mostly random. Yeah, what piece of materia turns into is mostly random, but it is dependent on, like, the type of gear that you put in and the level of the gear. Like, low-level gear will give you low-level materia. The materia that you get is, it's going to be crap like this. Wind materia, dexterity materia, heaven's eye materia, and they're all going to say stuff on it like, spell speed +9, direct hit +9, doesn't even say. Piety +6. Like, so it's all going to say stuff like that on it. So some pieces of gear that you look at have these little green slots on them. Like this one has 2 green slots. So there's an NPC somewhere that you can go talk to that will put materia in those slots and give you better crap. So it's just a kind of an easy, it's a way to turn old gear into stat boosts. For your next piece of gear. So that's effectively what it is. Come endgame, instead of having to go through like gear like that to get more. Come endgame, instead of having to go through like converting gear into materia, usually for a lot of the stuff you kind of do in endgame anyway, like doing the 24-man raid or whatever. You get a little item that you can trade to an NPC for materia. So like by the time you get to kind of endgame, you can just kind of keep doing endgame and keep getting these items that you can trade for materia and just keep adding materia to your gear. So it's all, like, it's not complicated, really. And materia, for the most part, will sell for more than something else. Oh, wow, they actually got rid of a lot of this materia. It doesn't even work anymore. Like, that one doesn't work anymore. Spell speed, direct hit, this one doesn't work anymore. Determination, this one doesn't work anymore. That one doesn't work anymore. That one doesn't work anymore. Piety, crit. Okay, so these 5 work. The rest of these... That's right, because they don't have materia for main stats anymore, like strength, dexterity, and mind, and they got rid of, like, the whole elemental resistance thing. Like, you just don't have... They just don't mess with elemental resistances anymore. So, like, we can go ditch all of those, too. So we can get rid of, like, half that materia, too. Okay, so in the meantime, we're geared up. All is ready. All is well. And we're friggin' cute. Hey, what if I put a witch's hat on? Can I put a witch's hat? Look at the size of that witch hat. Can I dye it? Oh my goodness, I can dye it. Do I have any dyes at all? At all? At all? At all? Do you have any dyes? Dang it! I need dyes. Oh, I was just gonna buy him off the marketplace. Buy him off the market board. Is there an NPC that sells them? Oh, I should have checked if I wanted a white hat or a black hat. How much does one of these cost? Ah, 36. Dang it. Do I want to spend... What's this going to be? 3, 6, 9, 12, 12k. Is it worth 12k? Is it worth 12k for the... It's worth 12k. It's a permanent thing, and then I'll just have it forever. Okay, ring, bracelet. Oh, dang it, that was more expensive. I mean, I'm committed now. Okay, that was cheaper. Yeah, but look, I'd have to teleport all the way out there when I'm already in Gridania. And then I have to figure out who the crap to talk to for him. And now I just have him. Oh wait, no. How many Jimmy Jams do I have? I've only got 2 Jimmy Jams. Okay, no, hold up, no. Before I run all the way back, let's figure out what color we want to make this hat. Okay, hold up. HUD layout. I don't see it. There's a button. Oh, scale window. 90, 120. There we go. Enable dye preview. Do we want it to be white? Do we want it to be white? Or do we want it to be black? I don't know, man. The hat's good, but it's weird pumpkin. I don't know if I can get behind the pumpkin in the maid outfit. It's the orange in the pumpkins, I guess. Like, it's such a big hat, though. But it just doesn't match. Okay, we're just gonna have to go full maid. Eventually we'll get bunny ears, and then everything will be good in the world. What's your server? I'm on Genova. Okay, so I need more glamour prisms. And I think that'll just about do it for us. No, you cannot wear the bunny ears with the hat. You only get one piece of headgear. Prism. I don't need many. Yeah, nearly no headgear works with Vieira. I mean, look at those ears. Like, that was admittedly a major problem that they had when developing, was they couldn't figure out how to get the ears to work with so many pieces of headgear. And the dev team even got together and were like, okay, we're really gonna hammer getting some headgear working with Vieira, and they got a lot more to work. But at the end of the day, it's still like, there's just a lot. He's like, on one hand, yeah, you can have the ears stick through a hat or whatever, but like, you can't really have 2 vertical ears sticking out of, like, ramrod straight vertical ears coming out of the very tip top of your head. Sticking straight up out of this hat when your hat is there. Like, your ears would be like, you can't see my mouse. There we go. Your ears would be like friggin' here. Like, just kind of like ripping a hole in the side of the hat, like here. just have the ears go around it. Now you're talking about completely hecking up the mesh for the head. Which is a whole other sack of potatoes. Okay, so I just bought a lot of things, so let's go convert them. Oh, it's all accessories. It's all accessories. Emperor's new earrings. Emperor's new necklace. Emperor's new ring. Emperor's new bracelet. Glamour plates. Okay, we need a second one for ring. And ring, and wrist, and neck. And then we go in here to number 2. Apply that one, because I don't like having a ton of accessories showing. And now we are good. I still have no idea what this is. And not earring. No, because I have cute earrings. Earrings can be cute. And I have a cactar earring. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept the Alamegan earrings as they were. But now I have a little cactar. I usually go with the little lotus blossom earrings, but I don't have them on Tofu. Anyway, so I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I can probably get rid of these, but I don't know how. They don't want me to get rid of them. I can sell all of that. And then otherwise we're good. So they don't want me to sell these, so I'll just put those there and deal with that later, and I don't know what that is. Sell those. Nope, guys over here. Yep, can't sell any of that except the Ring of Freedom. But I can sell all of these. Calamity Salvager. Where's the Calamity Salvager in Gridania? They're in each town, right? No, they're both at 100% condition. I don't know why they're untradeable or unsellable or whatever, because they're sure unsellable. Buy the company chest. Where's the company chest? Oh, opposite side of the amphitheater. There we go. Can I just, like, give you this and you tell me what I can get for it? I don't even know where to look. Oh, there's something. Okay, so I can get something. Cool. What do I got? 4 of these? And there's 3 high summoners. There's no high summoners pants. I guess the dress is too, because it kind of counts as pants. Okay, now I have Yuna's outfit, which I will never wear, but it's better than having 4 things I don't know what to do with. So on one hand, I'm a little frustrated because I can feel my voice starting to go, which means it's probably time to start wrapping up, but we haven't even done anything yet. Okay, I'm gonna go store these things away. I'm not even putting them in the glamour box. I'm gonna see if I can put them in the armoire. I'm friggin' never gonna use these. If I can't put it in the armoire, then I'm putting it on a retainer. Ah. Thank you for the bits, Daisy. Okay. Time to make forward progress. And by that, I mean I'm like level 42. Who am I reporting to? Is somebody in the back of Rodania? What is this? This is the class quest? Yeah, level 40 class quest, okay. Well, I'm gonna wait a while on that one. Level 28. Shows you how much story I've skipped. Because I was down there in the friggin' 100 floor dungeon that I could never remember the name of, Palace of the Dead. Because I was down there just grinding away so I could blitz through the story. Oh, this was right after I unlocked, Hawk Manor? Yeah, right after I unlocked Hawk Manor. When did I get Sunken Temple? That's not main scenario. I was kind of hoping maybe we could get to a dungeon or something real quick, but no, we literally just finished a dungeon. Yay, now I go talk to Minfilia. Way the heck out there. They're gonna cut down the main story for A Realm Reborn? That seems dumb. Like, I understand it's a barrier to get people through, but, like, you're telling a story. I mean, I guess you could cut out some of the riffraff just to, like, level you up. Oop. Not paying attention. Like, admittedly, there was kind of a lot of... There was an amount of fluff. I guess that's not that bad. Couldn't count the cutscenes for Praetorium. Oof! And not the other one? Man, I haven't been here in ages. Man, look at this, back when Thancred wore like normal people's clothes. Look at this loser. And even Minfilia is here. Doing just as much now as she is in the future. I'm so sad. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I just really wish they did more with Minfilia early on. Because it really feels like she just kind of stands around and never does anything and then gets kidnapped later on. And everybody's heartbroken about it when she's never done anything. Like, they kind of circumstantially did things with her, but like... I don't know, man.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
I feel like overall... They just... They just drop the ball. Kind of drop the ball with her character.
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
And like, on one hand, Shade, that's important. Yes, that is true. On the other hand, that doesn't convey to the player and that's kind of one of the important things, or kind of one of the important things about writing for games, is you can make something important, and you can tell us it's important, but the player has to feel it, or it doesn't matter. And that's kind of a big thing that I always get when I point out, like, kind of a weird plot point in an RPG or something. And, like, there's always somebody who's saying, like, oh, but it's fine because of this, or it's important because of this other, like, event thing that's happening that's kind of tying things together. And I think, like, you can rationalize it all you want. But if you don't feel it, then it doesn't matter. If we pick up that it's important, though, isn't that just as good? It can be. For some people. Maybe it hit harder with you, but there's, and it's not just me, there's a lot of people that really feel like she did jack all. And that tells me that, like, that tells me that maybe they conveyed it well enough for some people, but they didn't convey it as well as they should have. And again, you can rationalize it, you can tell me, and I can understand that factually, but that doesn't mean I feel it.
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation.
Yeah, as long as it means something to the player, it can work fine. And again, that's kind of what I just said. Like, as long as it does mean something to the player, it can work fine. It just comes down to kind of a law of averages. I guess that's not the right phrase for this. But, like, you kind of look at how many people it'll mean something to. Because on one hand, everything will mean something to somebody. So just because one guy stands up and says it meant a lot to me, that doesn't mean that overall it's good. And I'm not saying that, like, there's one person or that you're an outlier. How dare you? Because, like, a lot of people liked her, but I also feel like there's a lot of people who kind of felt they dropped the ball. So that kind of tells me that maybe they didn't do a bad job, but they didn't necessarily do a great. They didn't really do a good job.
There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their
And
prophet.
honestly, Itinerant, that's kind of where I am too. Like, I liked her, but they needed to do more with her.
Thankfully, their second coming was
Well,
decided
Shade, I feel like that's going too far in the other direction. Saying that, like, you can't please everyone. Is if you go too far in the other direction, then the assumption is that most everybody liked it, and if there's like one guy that doesn't, then you just go like, okay, look, I did my best, but I guess that guy doesn't like it. Like, again, I'm looking at as kind of an average here. I think she's more 50-50 than that.
So long as tormented souls will them to exist.
And like, I like her,
the realm
I
will
just feel
never
like they
be
could have
without
done more with her.
primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of
It's kind of like I think one big thing to me is that, like, everybody cares so much about her. Everybody's willing to bend over backwards to do everything they can to help her and save her and do absolutely everything for her. And that's cool for them, because they can have a relationship and history with the character that we're not aware of as a player. But as a player, I don't feel like they ever drove that investment home. Like, we never developed that investment. Or we were never really given the point to develop that investment.
The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The Echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you.
I have a wooden staff.
No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept?
Yeah, got a lot of development post-disappearance. Yeah, and you know, all that development could have been put in before then, when it mattered more. Mark, I'm not apologizing for anything. I made my statement. You ignored my statement. You continued with your agenda, for lack of a better word, ignoring what we were saying and trying to convince everyone that you were right when you were ignoring information that was presented to you. So, no, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be apologizing. And if you can't handle that and you feel like enforcing your opinion, regardless of what other information is presented to you, that's not really someone we want around anyway. So, if you're heading out, good night.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Yastola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Yastola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. you may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Capilimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward.
Yeah, we haven't had problems in a while. I don't know what happened with Mark this time. He's usually hanging around. Pretty cool. I don't know what got up his butt this time. Maybe he'll calm down come next time, or maybe he won't. Who knows? Okay, where are we going? We're going to Limsa. Not really politics itinerant. Like, technically like law stuff, but like not really political. Okay, where are we going? Yeah, it was straight up. Somebody was curious about something, so I was explaining it. And Mark decided to kind of go on a big rant about a lot of the, for lack of a better word, points that have been made in major YouTube comments and videos and things. Kind of scaremongery, to be honest. And I was kind of explaining that recent information kind of disproved a lot of that, so it's not a big deal anymore. And he just kept going and kept going and kept going. So Barry told him to stop, and he said, "I can't," and then kept going until he was, I think, timed out by Barry. Oh, and admittedly, the whole Kappa thing was originally pretty worrisome. Nah, go ahead and leave him, Paz. We'll see. We'll see what he comes back with. Well, again, the whole Kappa thing was originally pretty scary. But we got a little more information, a little more clarity on it from whoever. The people behind Kappa. I forget what they're called. I don't know. I don't have the tab up anymore either. But we got a little more clarification from them about what's going on that kind of like eased a lot of it. So I still say to everybody, like, kind of keep your eye on it because it's not resolved yet. But it's not going to be as bad as everybody originally thought. I mean, a tofu is pretty small. Yeah, and I'll clarify again, I don't think everybody was originally overreacting. Because originally it could have been right bad, but again, we got that clarification, and that eased up a lot. Anyway, I haven't been paying attention at all to what's been going on. Where are we going? We're going out there. Is there not a friggin' teleport point anywhere near this thing? Holy crap. Okay, so we're going out the south door. I wanna fly! But that won't happen until friggin' Heaven's Ward. The world needs more passive enemies. Like, look, you make a whole new area for a whole new expansion. Every enemy is always aggressive. On rare chance, there's like one dude who's passive. And you kind of see it and go, oh, that's kind of neat that they're passive. 99.9% of enemies are all aggressive. It's not you. Who am I talking to? Is he inside? Oh, this is friggin' Chad or whoever it is. Yeah, this idiot. I should be taking gear. I instinctively don't take gear. But I should really be looking at the gear. Okay, he's gonna have us go do a whole bunch of stupid little side crap. We gotta go do some stupid side crap before we learn how to fight Titus. Friggin' target the rat. Oh no, the Rat King. Didn't knock him back. What the BS? I mean, on one hand, it's good that they made it not a knockback, because let me tell you how annoying that is. I just wanted to send the guy flying. I thought it was a lot further into 14 than this. Oh yeah, I've got an endgame character. This is just Tofu. Any of this for me? Nope. Gotta go look for a Goobboo. Goober. Hey, I bound you! Okay, do I get a new weapon? New cane? That's worse than my current cane. Item level 29. Mine is... item level 30. It's not much, not much worse, but it's worse. Okay, but what if I don't want any of these? Okay, where's this guy now? Oh boy! Time to fight something! Oh no, I'm gonna be synced to 34, crap. I'm not ready for this. Destroy the large boulder, got it. Large boulder. Hitting a rock with a rock. Who paralyzed me? That piece of crap. Oh no, I'm paralyzed. Good thing I don't have Asuna. I'm just gonna take it, I don't even care. Alright, now where? Costa del Sol, Costa del Sol. Did you ever need materia for 11? I don't even use materia in endgame gear. I mean, I probably would if I raided. Maybe. I don't know, I always feel like I don't want to waste that materia. I'm just gonna get new gear in a minute. I'll save it for, like, the good gear that I'm gonna have for a while, but it's specifically designed that you change out gear at an even pace, so it doesn't actually matter. Okay, here's the actual guy. Okay, look, I got the Echo, and I'm a potato. I'll be fine. Alright, a lot of dumb tasks. Off we go. Have to prove, yet again, that we can fight a stupid random rabbit animal. Yeah, none of the new summons have, like, or none of the two new primals in 14 have summons that you can summon. The new expansion did add in Bahamut and Phoenix, so you know, that's cool. But none of the new stuff. Still just based, your regular rotation still just based around the basic primals. Because they do what you gotta do. You got your attack, you got your defense, and you got your ranged attack. Who am I talking to? Oh my goodness. Do I have to go on 400 stupid quests out here? Look, I just want to fight Titan. Oh, that's right, we do get a friggin' dungeon. We've got to do, the long stop. God dang it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to use a thing on them. No wonder they're friggin' kicking my butt. I mean, I got cured, so I probably would have won eventually. I did it. I got the bush. Oh, I do that all the time. Yeah, Shade, I do that crap all the time. I've killed him before without using the item, and then, like, it didn't count for some reason. And I was like, oh, what happened? That was a rough fight. Oh, what do I get? Do I get something good? Potions. I don't want potions, though. I don't like either helmet. Okay. Gotta run around and do a bunch more stupid crap. Yeah, especially when I was running around as Paladin, like, you can just kill everything. It's not even a worry. Like, oh yeah, they're real tough. Hitting me real hard there. With my, like, 3 times everybody else's defense. I'm a tofu. I'm a very tiny tofu. Okay. I'll try not to be up for too much longer. I was gonna try to blitz the Titan, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. Especially since there's a dungeon between me and Titan. E. See, when I played Paladin, I wanted to main tank. If I'm tanking, I want to main tank. If I'm a tank, I want to tank. That's the whole reason I'm tanking. I'm not tanking to be a DPS on the side. And maybe get hate when I have to, or do a mechanic when I have to. No, I'm tanking to tank. Oh man, I leveled up. I learned a roll action. I gotta go more do stupid crap for him. Like how I'm supposed to be doing a bunch of stupid quests for a guy in Costa del Sol, and instead I'm in a swamp in Gridania. How do I feel about the expansion's changes to tanks? I haven't actually played tank. Can I target the guy that's in front of me that doesn't like me? Yeah, I haven't actually played tank. Like, I think... I set up my hotbar for Paladin at level 70. And then I changed to Samurai. And I set up my hotbar for Samurai at level 70. And then I went and unlocked Dancer, and I was Dancer forever. Alright, later, some guy. Where am I going? I'm not going around. I didn't grab the stupid egg. And like, I've been super enjoying Dancer. Like, there was a point when I was really unhappy with playing most jobs. And I want to say for the first time in a long time, I actually feel content playing Dancer. Like, I feel more at home. Back to Thanalan. Back to here. Yeah, its damage output, it's not garbage. It's not great. But it's not garbage. But it does make up for it with, Alright, I gotta do a bunch of stupid quests for this guy, too. Int mind 5/5. That's legs, right? Int mind 5/5. Defense 21. Defense 20. I'll take the money. Yeah, like, you give a flat 5%, I think it's 5% DPS boost to somebody else. So, like, it makes sense to keep all DPS even, that they have to kind of, like, lower your DPS by 5%. That way, at the end of the day, you have two people both at 100%. I gotta go out in the middle of the friggin' desert. Oh wow, actually, I haven't actually been here yet. And in the end of the day, like, if you're looking at numbers, 5% isn't a ton. It's like you see one guy doing 100 DPS and somebody else doing 95 DPS. Like, you look at that and go, he's not that far back. It's like he's only 5 DPS behind him. But, like, it will still always be lower for that very reason. But I'm super enjoying Dancer, though. A lot more. I feel like it's simple enough to play, but there's a little more thinking on your feet. But I like that it's simpler to play, because one of the biggest things that turned me off more and more and more from other jobs, like as Monk turned out, as Samurai turned out, is they became way and way and way more about their rotations and how complicated their rotations are. And I could never wrap my head around them. Never could wrap my head around those stupid massive rotations. So I always had like my simple little rotation that I did that wasn't as good, but still got the job done. So I was never efficient at it, but I always found out over the course of over time, I kind of saw that I feel like I fell further and further behind because I wasn't doing the right thing. So, like, I just got more and more unhappy with the class. But then we get Dancer, and it actually feels, like, more at home. Like, it feels like I'm doing it right. And I can do it right without having to stress myself out about it. I still got hit by it. Just a tiny little tofu killing drakes. And I have no idea how new Samurai or new Monk play. Monk is dead to me at this point. Monk was dead to me in halfway through Stormblood. Like, I gave it a try. I got it up at the start of Stormblood, but I was still super unhappy about it. And then as soon as I got Samurai up, Monk was dead to me. How did Monk play at the end of Stormblood? I have no idea, and I don't care. And then when they were saying, like, all the changes made to all the classes in, You're saying everything else... When everybody was revealing all the information about how all the classes changed, were going to change in Shadowbringers, I remember somebody linking me or showing me, like, the Monk one. Like, hey, look how they're changing Monk. How do you feel about that? Monk is dead to me. I don't even know how to play Monk anymore. I don't know what any of these changes mean. Those days are behind me now. Sorry, ladies, this was the fastest path. Ant 5, Mine 5. Yeah, that's better. Aw, but then I'm not gonna have my glamour. Oh, I gotta go all the way back out there again. Have I gotten any use out of glamour plates? Not as much as a lot of people. Like, I do not understand the people that are like, we need more glamour plates than we even have now. We need at least 2 for every job, plus an additional 4 for when we feel like doing something else. Like, what are you doing with your life where you have that many friggin' glamour plates set up? I've got like 4. Hey, it's passed. I did it. I'll be fine, Paz. Thank you, though. Like, I mean, I guess I just don't use glamours as... I'm not as big on having such a wide variety of glamours or anything. But, like, I just don't understand... Personally, I just do not understand the people that want, like... That they want a completely different glamour plate for every single job. Absolutely everything that they would level up. Hey, it's those ladies again. Like, everything they're leveling up, they have to have an appearance that they can also swap to at all times. Like, are you going through that many jobs? Are you swapping that many jobs that's that big a problem that you have to set up a different look for every single one of them? Like, wow. Again, I got like 4. I got my maid outfit and bunny ears, and I use that for everything. And then they gave us 2B's outfit, so I set up one for 2B's outfit, and I'll probably never use it. But I like having it. And there's like 2. I have a third one that's just the bunny ears. Just in case, like, I'm leveling something else. Of seasonal glamours. See, this is... I guess seasonal glamours, like... That's where... That's where I don't... That's where, like, I would just remake the glamour plate every 3 months. Like, it's 3 months. I don't need my Christmas glamour ready 365 days a year. Especially if it's mutually exclusive with other glamour plates. Oh, well, I guess I'm killing 2 of these. So they did say that all the people complaining and wanting more glamour plates is why we got more glamour plates in Shadowbringers. But the problem with that was some weird intricacy in the code, and as someone who has programmed video games, I would 100% believe that this is some weird oddity in the code that is 100% reliant on something and there's no way around it, and you think that's stupid, but I'll 100% believe it. But they said if they added more glamour plates... Oh wow, just wrecked him. If they added more glamour plates, then you would no longer be able to change your plate wherever. So we got those new glamour plates at the expense of being able to change your glamour wherever you are, and I'm angry about it. I want fewer glamour plates, but to be able to change wherever. And I'm angry that we lost that ability. Was it actually always only in safe towns? Maybe all I ever did was get new gear while I was in town in Stormblood and put it back on. Okay, I'm slightly less angry about it if that's the case. Hit 3, mind 3, gloves. Losing defense, though. Oh yeah, fudge that noise. Oh my goodness, how many tasks do I have to go on? I just want to go kill Titan. Oh, we're going back here. Okay, yeah, if it had always only ever been in safe towns, then I suppose I'm less angry about it. And I guess I probably just always changed it in wherever the place was. Ralger's Reach, was that it? Hated that town, stupid dirt town. I mean, I probably always changed it. I mean, I always changed it in town because that's where I got new gear. Was I show up in town, buy my crap with tombstones or whatever, and then immediately re-glamour it. So I guess, like, I never thought about it. I figured you could do it anywhere because I never had any problem doing it wherever it is that I did it. But I just was really convenient. I did it. I spoke to him. Oh, piece of hope. Yeah, there are inns in enough places. I mean, there are, but also if I didn't have to leave Yulemore, I'd be happy. Because I will chill in Yulemore all the time, because that's where you get gear, and that's where I turn everything in, so I gotta go back there all the time anyway. But now if I ever want to mess with my glamour plates or my glamours or anything, I gotta port over to the Crystarium to do it. Yeah, and like I can understand completely why there's not one in Yulemore. But I don't know, man, if there was like an inn room in Yulemore. Alright, we unlocked a new dungeon. Like, instance areas would be even rougher. I mean, there's inns in major towns. There's an inn in the Crystarium. I don't see why there can't be an inn in Yulemore. It's the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess you guys can tag along. I mean, I'm gonna be healer, and I'm gonna be a bad healer, so don't do anything too risky. You will die. When I was leveling up White Mage back in Stormblood, I remember being told that I'm actually a pretty decent White Mage. But it's also been a long time. And like I think it would be cool if we did a I think it'd be cool if we did a if it was like part of the story. Like it makes sense that there's not an inn right away, plot-wise. It makes sense that there's no inn. But like I can understand now that they're trying to figure out what to do with the town and how to grow the town and how to handle things. Like I think it'd be super cool if they eventually brought about an inn. It'd be like an additional source of income. Like, hey, you know what would be cool? Custom delivery. I have not done any of the custom deliveries. Do you need anything to do that? I was kind of sad when I saw the, Ishgard restoration was, crafter only. It's like, well, guess Ishgard's never getting fixed. Sorry, guys. Only need a crafter or gather at level 70. Hey, guess what's never getting fixed? For the record, my highest crafter is Cloth Crafter, which is 14. And I haven't played Weaver. I haven't played Weaver since 1.0. Do I, like, not have access to regen or something? Don't cast, he's still running. Oh, she actually. I just use a generic key when I'm not paying attention. Got a spam cure too. Because I don't have regen. See, that's a funny thing, because, like, you kind of use, or a lot of people use he as, like, kind of a placeholder when they don't know, but they should use they, and that's, honestly, that's something I should work on. It's just, like, even though I know to use, she here, like, that's just something that I should work on getting, like, getting into the habit of doing, is just using a generic they. Wish I had regen, yeah. Oh no, you're silenced. Can I assume you? Assume, what is this, Asuna 6? It's already worn off. I like how the bosses in early dungeons were just kind of a couple regular enemies. I actually really liked a lot of the early dungeons. They were a lot less formulaic. You got a lot of neat stuff. Don't cure the monster. Stone him. Like, anymore, it's like it's pull, 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 boss. Pull, 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 boss. Pull, 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 boss. And there was a lot of neat stuff before. Like, you gotta run over here, you gotta get a key so you can open up this. There were little optional areas where you could do neat stuff. There weren't even designated bosses. It's just kind of like, hey, here's a couple of enemies guarding a thing. That's... that you gotta get to go do something else somewhere. That's a kind of a boss, right? Like, I love how experimental early dungeons are, and I hate how formulaic they've gotten. Like, they kind of try to mix it up a little bit sometimes. But, like, they could do so much more with them. I don't have any AoEs either. So, you know, on Isami, I did actually get White Mage up all the way. Up to... what's the current level cap? 70? Got it up to 70, anyway. And... on one hand, I just kind of realized that I just don't like healing. It's not that, like, I don't like that class, it's that I just don't like healing. I don't like having that level of responsibility thrust upon me. Like, I like helping people, but I don't... but I want to help people because I want to help people. It's too... when helping people is my job, it gets to be a little too much. Like, it's just... it's overwhelming. But let me tell you, I'm missing, like, all of the abilities that you get later on as White Mage. All your friggin' big cures and AoEs and off-global cooldown crap. Or your off-cast bar crap. Oh, I gotta straighten up. It's irritating my back. Here it's like, really? This is all I get? I can, like, cure one? Cure two if they're really hurting? Those are my options? I mean, I can Asuna, I guess. If a lot of people get hurt, I can Medica. Where's my big old shields? Where's my little, like, friggin' hit the button and the ring comes out and everybody gets hurt and healed at the same time? It's great. I like that one. I like that one especially because I never realized that it was as good a heal as it was. And like as soon as I realized how good a heal it was, oh holy crap, man, I can do so much nice with this. It's like, oh, we all got hit by something? Bam! We just got unhit. I always wondered, like, how the heals came out so fast after raid damage. Because, like, there's a cast time. Are you pre-casting all of that stuff? Sometimes it's impossible. Like, sometimes you're not in a position to be able to pre-cast it. And yet they still got that cure out, like, immediately. Like, how did they do it? And then I realized, oh, it's because that is really good, actually. Like, look how neat this room is, though. Huge, big old wide area, all these fish you don't have to fight. Like, you could go fight him if you want to, but even just as decoration. Like, if this were an endgame dungeon, you'd just run through, you wouldn't bother fighting all of them, but like, whatever, they're there, it's cool. Yay, I got something. I wasn't trying to get it. I just forgot to loot on it. Don't need a Disciple of War, don't care. Actually, Disciple of War, technically I am a Disciple of War. I don't think about it that way. Dang it. Oh well, it's fine. I found a friend. Isn't this where, like, you almost kill it? And a friggin' dragon comes down or something? Kind of weird bubble. It's targetable though, so I'm gonna hit it. I feel bad because I have free cure too. Ah, I found a dragon. That was Asuna. Oh man, I was standing in it. I thought I was free. I'm gonna swap these because my brain thinks the other way around. I know you didn't have hate yet, but you were getting low and I don't like it. Is it just me, or does Cure 2 do, like, nothing more than Cure 1? Like, it feels like Cure 2 should be, like, consistently double Cure 1. And instead it's like Cure 2 is, like, I don't know, maybe like a quarter more than Cure 1? Like, Cure 1 does 75 HP and Cure 2 does 100. It's like, oh, okay, cool. That was a whole lot of HP you got there for using my big spell. Man, I'm watching a cutscene. Y'all are gonna die. I did like the effective infinite MP that I had at level 7. Nope, wrong one. What the heck? I mean, I got that free Cure 2 sitting there, but I don't know what to use it on. I'll use it now. Why you gotta sneeze on me? That's gross. Oh, I didn't actually need to refresh that. We did it! I mean, he's got a point. So I don't think I got anything out of that dungeon other than one item that I didn't need. I don't even remember what it was. Was it the body? No, it wasn't the body. That body is a better body, though, than what I has the hands that I don't need. That I can't equip. Look, I just cured people a lot. Because they got hurt. Going back to Costa del Sol. I like the idea that Tofu ran into that whole mess. No intention of fighting anything. Just go in there and save this person. Okay. But then, like, the other guys are going in, and, like, there's nasty things attacking, so they're fighting them off, and Tofu's just in back going, eh. But then, like, the people who are fighting off the nasty things are getting hurt, so she said, heal them! And she just got through the whole dungeon that way. She wasn't even necessarily with the people. She just kind of went in at about the same time. And they were in danger, so she cured them and got out the other end somehow. I don't got galvanized anymore. Oh, you're just right over there. That thing looks like it's out of friggin' Chrono Trigger or something. Like, that looks like an Akira Toriyama design. Oh, that is a galvanize. I've got so much HP. I've got so much HP, I don't even know what to do with it. I gotta go back to Wineport. Yeah, that's the thing you wrote in the cutscene going out there. So I assumed it had something to do with. I figured it had something to do with Eden. Eden Savage, specifically. You gonna make me do more stupid crap? Direct hit, crit, determinate. I don't even know. Okay. You're gonna make me go on more dumb quests. Look. I'm not gonna get the chance to fight Titan tonight. We did our dungeon, and I think that was cool. Can we at least, like, have a party or something? I apologize to everyone that actually wants to read the dialogue. I, like, pretty much, I more or less remember what's going on. That's not what I wanted to do. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Like, I more or less remember what the plot is. So I'm not gonna, like, sit down and read the dialogue when I kind of know what they're saying, and I just want to do something else. The heck is it? Oh, it's in this building. That's not a door. It's not you? Really? Are they, like, behind the building? Yeah, they're behind the building. Okay. I am very tiny, and I will heal you. I forget what the difference between int and mind is. I think mind is mine. Like, what does it really do? Everything. Cool. I'm still disappointed that the Sleipnir mount doesn't have 6 legs. The Sleipnir is supposed to have 6 legs. Now we're going to go way over there. Do y'all want to fix your bridge? Because that's a safety hazard. Pretty sure that's not OSHA compliant. Oh, this guy. We're gonna have to do 500 quests out by this idiot. Man, leveling up. Oh, and Surecast. Which I will never use. I also got roll actions. What kind of roll actions do I have? I guess that was it, actually. Yeah, Surecast at 44. That was it. Okay. Well, whatever. I mean, okay. I was thinking that motorcycle mount looked pretty cool. I looked into that one, but apparently you gotta buy it from the Square Enix store. And I can't be giving them actual money. I give them enough real money already. Have I ever actually bought anything with real money in the store? I mean, I bought something from Amazon to get me the maid outfit. Does Peloton and Sprint stack? I remember experimenting with that one, and it did not look like they stacked. But it was very hard to tell. Can I just, like, have a party or something? Isn't that what we're doing? I think it's frustrating that I can change my job wherever, but I can't change my glamour wherever. It's very irritating. Actually, I think you can if you use the glamour prism in the traditional way. But, like, that costs a glamour prism every time you want to do it. Okay. As little sense as it makes that, like, when you're friggin' max level, and you save the world over and over from, like, all these absolutely ridiculously powerful things, and, like, some bandit jumps out at you, just on the road, like, you should be able to smear him into a paste. But instead it's like an actual fight, and you gotta go back and forth a couple of rounds, and he takes off half your HP. And it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But I really liked that one quest back in Mordona when they took you back. And those friggin' Lalafell run up and attacked you, and there were like 4 of them. And I was like, oh man, we're gonna have to fight these idiots. This is gonna be a stupid fight. And then you run up and you like auto-attack kill every one of them. And it was hilarious. What do you mean I can't jump down there? That's some BS. There we go. Our power seems to only... What do you mean I can't walk over there? That's where the wine is. Our power seems to only work on specific types of threats. See, now this is where the BS part of it is. Which is... That specific threat is, like, It's determination based. It's super anime. Where, like, the bigger and nastier the threat and more determined you are to do it, the strong... It's like the power of heart kind of crap. Like, they kind of explained this in the end of Omega. And it's a little BS-y. Especially when, like, they send you out to the battlefield and they're just like, you're a battalion all on your own. You can go do a bunch of stuff. And then you go out there and you just, like, smear battalion after battalion of dudes. Oh, I don't take it to you. So, like, it doesn't have to be a friggin' primal or anything. It can just be like, gotta go fight a lot of guys and be pretty strong. But then random bandit number 42 still puts up a fight. Like, I just feel like they should handle... I am yet to find, especially given that this takes a very anime approach to power scaling, I am yet to find an anime that handles power scaling well. Like, it's... I don't know, man. Like, look, you get stronger, you gotta be stronger. You can't, like, get to be super strong, and then have everyday things still cause you problems. Friggin' Goku is getting stepped on by an elephant and screaming in pain all over again. We're going back down there again. Look, we gotta fight Titan, you know? Krillin with a pebble. It's stuff like, yeah, sure, they show him to be, like, kind of superhuman, and that's cool. But, like... they've completely lost track of how superhuman they are. So you get stuff like Krillin signed up to be a police officer. He's still puttering around on that stupid scooter. Getting into car chases in that stupid scooter. He can run fast. He can run faster than that thing could ever hope to go. He could probably walk faster than that thing could ever hope to go. Gets into a fight and it's like, oh no, it's a shootout. They're shooting at us. You're immune to bullets, Krillin. Look, Goku was immune to bullets back at the beginning of Dragon Ball. You're immune to bullets now. You can walk out there and they will bounce off you like friggin' Superman. And like in 14, I'm not asking for a lot. On one hand, I don't like that they are going the anime approach to how powerful you are, I was really liking the idea of, like, you were just getting genuinely really powerful. And that could even have ramifications. Like, I liked that idea, but like, okay, you're gonna go the anime route, sure, we can go the anime route. But please, if you're gonna go the anime route, at least throw me a bone. Don't make Bandit number 2 put up a fight. Like, come on. Bandit number 487. Like, I've felled gods. I shouldn't have to, like, buff myself up and use my right combos. Like, a couple hits, you're down. Just whatever, man. Hey, y'all remember when we came here for Binding Coil and everybody hated it? I actually kind of enjoyed having to go out to these fancy places for them. It's just nice if there's a teleporter nearby. Like, that was what was so great about that Lalafell fight. When those friggin' 4 or 5 Lalafells came up and you're like, alright, man, this is gonna be another dumb fight where they inexplicably put up a fight and defense, and I gotta use, like, all my combos correctly and handle everything right and barely make it through sometime, even though it's supposed to be a weenie fight. And, like, no, you just friggin' wrecked all of them. Like, you use one weapon skill and one of them just goes down, and you're like, oh. Like, can we have more fights like that with random idiots who have no business taking on the Warrior of Light? I think I implied that there wasn't a teleporter here, and there is. Where am I going? Oh man, I'm finally going back. Like, it's just funny thinking about, like... Okay, technically you're only that powerful when you're, like, determined enough and hype enough to, like, fight something big or whatever, but, like... I still break 100k on a direct crit dance. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing that dance to. I will continue, like... Random Bandit number 447, I will break 100k on that crit. I go fight a Primal, I will break 100k on that crit. So it feels a little weird fighting that random bandit and going, this guy has like 8 million HP. Why does this bandit have 8 million HP? When, like, I'm looking back going, like, friggin'... You know, I don't think Ultima Weapon had 8 million HP. Hey, Bandit. Why don't you go fight Ultima Weapon? I think you could take him. I got a goober. Perfect. Amazing. Yay, we're gonna have a band. We're gonna have a banquet. 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 Finally gonna have a banquet. I did it. Now what? I did it. Yeah, admittedly, binding coils were really hard, and I'm super happy with what they did come Heaven's Ward, where they introduced, like, the normal mode and the hard mode. Because that's just what I did in 2.0, because that was the next way to progress, was binding coil. So I did binding coil. I got maybe halfway through second coil. Like, I beat the whole first coil. Like, all 4 or whatever fights of it. And I got maybe, like, halfway through the second coil before it... No. I beat Twintanya. But I think I beat Twintanya, and I just said, like, that's it, I don't care anymore. But, like, that was my... So, like, I beat all of, like, Coil 2 or whatever. And... Because, like, that's just kind of how you progress. That's where you went. But as soon as Heaven's Ward came out, they gave you a chance to progress and to experience the combat, to experience the content without having to go through that mind-numbing difficulty. And, like, that's almost why I don't really do Savage anymore. Because I don't need to do Savage. I've experienced the content, so other than very similar gear with slightly better stats, it's not worth the trouble of me getting in and hating life for that long. So, like, I stopped doing it then, but, like, man, I beat Twintanya on content. And I'm proud of that. That was rough, though. It was especially rough at the time, because that was before Party Finder was a thing. So that was before you could, like, specify where you wanted to be in the Party Finder, how far you wanted to get in the Party Finder. That was when everybody was participating in like, trying to clear Binding Coil before they kind of realized that, like, yeah, this is for that kind of content. It was before you could confirm people had actually completed it when you're trying to run a farm party. Like, it was before any of that. So you'd get in and go like, okay, look, I'm trying to beat Twintanya. I need people who've been past the first phase so we can practice the second phase. You get people that come in and die a dozen times to the first phase, and then the party disbands. And, like, you try to talk to them and they don't even respond. They just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and then you eventually have to kick them. Like, it was infuriating. Like, I remember putting up a... I think this was right after they made Party Finder, actually, but they had, like, no features to it. Because I remember putting up a Party Finder where the comment was just me screaming about how horrible this system is. Eventually a Dragoon joined me too, and the Dragoon was like, dude, I feel you. And that's kind of what it came down to. And that's why I don't do Savage now, is I've got crap to do with my time, and I don't have it in me to throw myself at content repeatedly for hours and hours and hours, accomplishing nothing. Like, maybe we'll eventually make a little progress, or maybe we'll eventually get that win, but I don't have time for that. I don't have the patience for that anymore. I think SINK has, I think. Like, I don't have the time or the patience for that anymore. I got stuff I would much rather be doing than dying repeatedly and gaining nothing from it. And so that's just why I don't do Savage content anymore. Oh, which reminds me, concerning Final Fantasy XIV, I haven't even put out a Dancing with Primals in a little while. I never did do Innocence. Never did do Innocence. I got my clear on Innocence. I just never felt like doing it again after that. Like, by the time I got my clear, I didn't need anything from it, so I never needed to do it again. And it seemed like it wasn't the most fun fight in the world. It wasn't, like, unenjoyable, but there was nothing that, like, grabbed me. I messed this up because the little moon goes off the side of the screen. Have I got a clear on Hades Extreme? Not yet. I haven't even looked into Hades Extreme yet. The Extreme Primals, I don't like tackling day one. All the other content, even the 24-mans, the regular dungeons, I think it's super fun doing those day one. Because I like learning the content as I play it. Like, I want to go in and learn it. Like, experiencing it fresh, learning it fresh, with a bunch of other idiots who also have no idea what they're doing. And figuring it out fresh. But I like it when the content is more easily figure-outable. Like, Savage content, I don't enjoy day one Savage content. So, I'll typically wait a little while for, like, the videos to come out and the tutorial things on how to do it. So, it's been long enough now. It's only been like a week or two, hasn't it? Or no, they added that back. Oh, geez, they added that a month ago. Wow, I'm behind the times. But yeah, I would go into... At this point, I haven't... Mostly, I haven't... Savage Extreme, it's all in the same ballpark. Mostly for Hades, I want to do it. I just haven't had the time. I've been spending, if you've been keeping up on Chocobo's Dungeon and Dragon Quest Builders, I've been spending pretty much every free second I have off-screening crap. But I may give it a try this weekend. I think I've got a reasonably calm weekend ahead of me, and not a huge amount of work that I need to get done. I do need to work on the puzzle game. Like, I do need to work on the puzzle game. I need to work on the art for that. I've been putting that off for a long time, too, because I've been doing a bunch of off-screening crap for other games. But, yeah, I may look into that this weekend. Especially gives a nice weapon. I'm so tiny. I, like, love this guy, but I hate him. I don't, like, love to hate him, though. I'm so glad we get to the point that we don't have to keep proving ourselves to people later on. I'm so glad that we can just show up and they go, nah, we trust you got this. I used to do Labyrinth of the Ancients without pants. That's the cutest friggin' thing to feel Tofu doing. Okay, Link, you probably had that coming. Make this into a big thing. Just put me in a room with it and I'll beat it up. We'll be fine. Yeah, there is a limit for emojis and caps. And for weird characters. It's pretty high though, and it has to be the majority of your message, so it's mostly just like, are you spamming a lot of them? Oh my goodness, you're gonna make me go do dumb stuff. Oh. Oh. Alright, well, we're gonna run to a new time. We're gonna run to a new place. And then I'll attune. And next time we get on Tofu, we're gonna go beat up Titan. Man, these story mode fights are always like... I'm used to doing the hard mode just in roulettes. So doing the story mode one is always like... Wow, really? They made us do something this easy? Yeah, mostly Link, just don't talk in all caps, and you're fine for the most part. Like, it does have to be a certain percent, like a certain percentage of what you're saying has to be caps. But, like, just don't talk in all caps. If you're trying to dance the line, then you'll probably end up just getting flagged. Like, just don't talk in all caps. Okay, we did it. Alright, so, we spent most of the stream, like, getting our crap together and figuring out how to play this job and rejiggering our UI and everything else that we've got going on. So, it took us a little while to get moving again and to get a maid outfit put on, but we got here. And we are ready to roll. So, if we do this again, then we're fighting Titan. I may have to remember to hop onto Tofu if I ever want to just, like... If I ever kind of want to play but don't really have anything to do. I shouldn't tell myself that. I shouldn't tell myself that, because I have other things that I should be doing, and not just playing Final Fantasy to kill time. Eden 4 Savage. I've not seen videos of it, but Ogre has told me stories. But anyway, I am gonna go ahead and head on out. Which means... Nope, not that one. We get to spin that wheel and see what we're playing next week. Ogre does Savage? Yes, the free company does Savage. And I think just recently, just probably last week sometime, they got into Titan's second phase. Like, I don't do Savage with them, but, like, the free company does do Savage. Okay, spin that wheel, see what we're playing. Bam! What's it gonna be? Far Lone Sails. Alright, I completely forget what that game is. But sure, playing Far Lone Sails. What is that game? It's on the Switch. Oh, I remember this game. Okay. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Alright, good night, everybody. It's been fun. It's been nice seeing Tofu again. But good night, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. And sending in tips and bits and stuff. Keep me going. Keep me playing games. Good night, everybody.